past your baby days. Still you got those baby ways. You're as bashful every time when I'm with you. Though you're fond of me, you say, still you keep me far away. Oh, why can't we love just like other sweethearts do?
I like to think of me as the person who just like radiates happiness. I'm straight, and you know how like gay people have their coming out period, but I think I also had mine too. I didn't get that feeling when I went and hugged a girl, like if I was supposed to feel something special. My parents, my sister would always say like, "Are you gay? Like, do you like girls? Like, you have a new piercing? Like, you dyed your hair? Like, what's wrong with you?" And like, I knew like that's not who I was, and like they tried to pressure me to make me think that I'm somebody who I'm not. I'm straight. At my dad's house, like my guy friend came over, and like I hadn't like ever like kissed a guy, and like I was like 15. It wasn't really a date, but he like came over and we were like watching TV and like scooted closer and like leaned down a little bit, and like there's touching and stuff. I think like the intimate like touch moments and like the looking at him moments and the things he said kind of like hinted at me, like gave me that idea like, oh my god, I wasn't like, wait, I like girls, like this doesn't feel right, you know, like this isn't the way I want, this isn't what I want for the rest of my life. But I think like that first little like, ooh, you touched me, like, ooh, I love that, it was so nice. It's a good like hint to what I wanted. Gay people have to go through the same kind of thing, saying, oh, actually I'm not straight, like I actually like men, or I actually like women, or I like both genders, or I'm not actually a boy, I'm a girl. Being different in that kind of way is kind of giving me an experience that not a lot of people have to go through.
Came out first to my best friend, and I just kind of told her, and like, you know, I was shaking and I was really nervous, and she was okay with it. But then once I started coming out to other people who actually like went to my school and stuff, I ended up losing quite a few friends. I started a gay-straight alliance at my school. That was tough. We had to keep putting up posters like every week because they kept getting torn down and defaced and everything, because my high school wasn't a very great place to be queer. I got like pushed into lockers and stuff. I didn't like walking around the halls alone. Some dude would walk past and yell dyke or whatever. I didn't let it upset me. The sense of belonging to a community is important to a lot of queer people because, you know, they may not have another family out there. Where I am now, I'm living in a cooperative house. We cook together, clean together. Really, it becomes sort of like a second family in a sense. To change the world for the better, you know, changing the world for the better could be volunteering at your local senior center, listening to a friend for an evening. It doesn't have to be so big, unless you want it to be.
I was not really like most of my peers. Basically just like I talked differently and I was clean and dressed differently. I was obviously a faggot. Oh, I've been spit on, you know, generally, you know, elbowed, shouldered, just like grab my head and like slam it into the concrete wall, slam my locker door on me, and I mean, just like the general bullying stuff. In 8th grade, they kicked my hand shut in a metal door and broke my finger. And that was like a really big deal, but it was pretty surprising like how little the school reacted to it. Adolescent mind, if no one else was that upset about it, apparently I thought, you know, that's just how I get treated. So that continued. It got progressively worse. It's like 300 pounds, you know, redneck, bashed in my face in an ice skating rink, and you know, broke bones up through here, knocked out some teeth and stuff like that. So I have like fake teeth up front. I have some metal up in here. I had like a bunch of bone shrapnel that was like moving around inside my face. So when I was 17, after years of planning, I tried to kill myself. And I thought I did, you know, like some research. I found out you could die from 50 aspirin. So I took 300 and a bottle of sleeping pills. And I survived unintentionally. And I don't remember much of that day because I made my blood so toxic that I was delirious.
Yeah.
I remember a few things, but not really specifically what happened. More than 10 years of bullying at that point, and just thinking that that was what life was and was always going to be, and it wasn't going to change, and I saw no reason to, you know, keep going. You know, it was pretty hopeless, and just saw no reason to like continue a life like that. So surviving was a major turning point. I sort of thought I was trapped here. I thought, you know, God, whatever's in control of the universe, just wasn't gonna let me get out of it. So if I was going to be stuck here, then what was I gonna do about it? And I just decided, well, you know, I'm intelligent, I'm talented, let's go make something of this. Today, you know, the accomplishment I'm most proud of is that I like myself, which didn't come until my late 20s. And it wasn't something like I was conscious of as it was happening, but there did come like not a moment, but a brief period of time where I actually adjusted to the realization that I liked myself. And it came from really being stripped down and then, you know, putting myself back together. And it's that thing of like, you know, you may not like what life throws you, but if you like yourself, you're so far ahead of the game. And I think being happy is, you know, is being loved, liking your life for the most part. It's never going to be perfect, but, you know, to not dread waking up in the morning. You know, maybe a picket fence, maybe not, maybe a dog, maybe not, maybe kids, maybe not. But just that general, you know, liking most days is what I'm looking for.